Hey everyone, I'm Marbozir and welcome to Europa Universalis IV, El Dorado. So, El Dorado expansion is out, and as you might or might not know, one of the biggest changes is the nation designer. You can now design your own custom nation, and the second biggest change is the ability to play with all the nations on the map randomized, which can be quite fun. You can meet France as a small African nation and then point and laugh at them. Anyway, I spent a while trying to figure out what exactly I want to play. I had some ideas, but they weren't particularly interesting to play, even though they seemed good on paper. So I'm going to play as something partially inspired by Civ 5, not necessarily historical though. So, we're going to start down here in Africa. This will allow us to colonize. Not right at the start, but we will colonize reasonably early. So, let's check the options first. Now, you can set the difficulty of the custom nation, ranging from very hard, which gives you 50 points to spend, to very easy, which gives you 800, I believe. I can't actually see, but this is 800. Easy is 400, very easy is 800. And just to show you, 800 points is a huge number. You can get a massive amount of land with that. Just to demonstrate it, how much land can we get in Europe with 800? We can get a lot. Especially since these points are also spent on ideas and things like that, but you can spend them all on land and only get the very basic ideas that cost nothing. If you want to. Yeah, as you can see, we're only at 548 right now, so we can get massive amounts of land with 800. The very easy setting with 800 points is basically easy mode for when you just want to blob. And hey, that's fine. Sometimes you just want to blob, right? And that's exactly what you can do. So this is all the land we could grab in Europe for 800 points. That's massive. We would obviously be a superpower like that. Anyway, I will delete that and set it to normal. Normal is fine. This will allow us to make something slightly goofy, but maybe not completely overpowered. There are also some other interesting settings, and so we can set the province tax to have flat values, which means every province in the game would have the same exact tax value. I don't necessarily like that. We can use the normal values, or we can randomize them. I like the idea of randomized tax. It can lead to some interesting situations. And the nations can use historical setup, normal setup, custom setup, or random setup. The custom setup is where you create all the nations yourself. The map will be empty if you don't fill it, so you have to create all the nations that you want to play against. So you can create all kinds of scenarios with that. Alright, so we're going to play like this, and we're going to play down here in Africa. Now, even though tax is random, because that's what I set it to, the provinces have different point cost. So, let's see. This province, for example, costs 5, this one costs 4, this one costs 2, this one costs 2, but this one costs 15. Let's see, 3 points, 2 points. This one costs 27. The provinces that have important centers of trade or estuaries are more expensive generally. So I will not be taking Cape because that's 27 points. I can just colonize this because this area will not be colonized. However, I'm not going to start around here. I will stretch myself out a little bit to the north, because I want to have a border with other nations, otherwise this is going to be a slightly boring start. So, who am I going to be? I am going to be Zululand. That's us. We are going to play as Zulu. Okay, so let's play around with the emblem a bit. I think I like this color. It's fine. Yeah, I like this color. Alright, so let's play around with the emblem. I could just remove the emblem completely. As for the background, let's see. There are a lot of options here. I think I saw one I wanted earlier. Yeah, this one. And flag color. Let's see. Let's go for black, green, yellow. Yep, like this. That's going to be our flag. Now, we spent 20 points for land so far. I could get 2 more if I want to. This one only... no, this one costs 8. This one only costs 2. 2 points. I could grab as many cheap provinces as possible. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Anything else that only costs 2? Yeah, 2 points, 2 points. I can colonize the rest. Yeah, 15, 27. Yeah, this is fine. Looks a little bit awkward, but it's okay. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to make my ruler really crappy, because that will give us some points back. If I set him to 0, 0, 0, we'll get extra 18 points. If I set my heir to also be 0, 0, we are going to get 24 points. But our first ruler is going to be Shaka of the Zulu. He's just going to be a really crappy king, unfortunately. Sorry, Shaka. As for religion, I have to say I really want to play as Nords, because that allows you to pick a deity, which you can change when you get a new ruler. And I really like that mechanic. So I'm going to play as Nords. We can be a despotic monarchy, that's fine. And I think we'll be Western, because why not? This will cost 40. That will allow our neighbors to westernize of us, but I'm okay with that. I won't ever have to bother westernizing myself. Alright. So... our heir is going to be... I'm looking for a decent name. Not that it really matters. Alright, that's fine. Now we have 180 points to spend on ideas. There are quite a few ideas that I'd like to pick up. I might pick up a colonist as part of the traditions. Traditions are bonuses we get right at the start. So I could pick up a colonist. That will give me colonies right away. I definitely want colonial range at some point. Also, the further down an idea is, the cheaper it is to get. So for example, if I get colonial range to maximum all the way down here, that's going to cost me 22 points. But if I get colonial range up here as my first idea and maximize it, that's going to cost me 29 points. But I will obviously get it earlier. I want colonial range because I'll need it to reach America faster, and I want to colonize in this game for sure. I'll have to reach America from here. Yeah. Anyway, colonial range. I think I can afford to delay it a bit. If I get colonial range here, that will come reasonably early. Alright, what else? I could pick up global settler increase, just to colonize a bit faster. And since we are Shaka, I want some infantry bonuses. I want to be reasonably militaristic. But there are some bonuses that I'll need, like missionary strength. Especially since we're Nords. So we're going to need missionary strength. And maybe tolerance of heathens. Because everyone is going to be a heathen to us. So that sounds like a good idea. I'll need missionaries for sure. As in missionary strength. Make it easier to convert. Level 3, level 4. Plus 2%. Missionary strength is pretty hard to get. So getting plus 2% is tempting. I think I'll go for that. So also, tolerance of heathens. That would definitely be useful. Let's pick up tolerance of heathens. +1. +1 is still pretty useful. Yeah, 21 points to get level 2, that's a little bit too much. What else? Some military bonuses. What's going to be our ambition? There are some other modifiers that are pretty hard to get, like monthly autonomy change. I quite like that one. Yeah, I think I'll pick that up as my ambition. So it will come fairly late into the game, but it will be cheaper to pick up level 2. Also, if we go above 50% here, so if we get too many ideas in a certain group, they will cost more. That's why this number is red now. I don't want to go above 50%. Okay, this is exactly 50%. Now I can get some military bonuses. National tax modifier is still nice. But this is the first idea, so that one is actually quite important. I'm going to need money. Well, in order to keep the theme of having as many infantry bonuses as possible, I might go for land maintenance modifier. That will give me some money and it's a military bonus. Okay, let's go for that one. What else? Something like core creation cost might be useful. Also national unrest. Well, I already have national unrest. I could move this up to have it earlier. I think I would prefer to have it earlier. Yeah, especially since, again, everyone is a heathen. Also, that means I might want to move missionary strength up. Yeah, missionary strength should be here at least. I'll need that colonial range though, so missionary strength will be third. Or I could make it first even. I will go to war with others. Alright, let's make missionary strength first, then colonial range. Wait, that made it more expensive. Okay, scratch that idea. National unrest will be first. Now, I'll replace discipline with what? Infantry combat ability. I definitely want that one. And maybe keep morale of armies. I think I might keep morale of armies. I have to skip something like core creation cost and stability cost modifier, since I can't have everything. But stability cost modifier and core creation cost basically saves you admin power. That's what it does, that's literally it. It saves you some amount of admin power over the course of the entire game. So let's replace morale with infantry combat ability. Maybe I should get national manpower modifier instead. Well, we can't have everything. I could replace land maintenance. I would have to get it earlier to make it useful in the early game. Alright, let's replace this with... what? National manpower or land force limit modifier. Alright, let's get land force limit. Increase morale a bit. This looks pretty good. Yeah, this is quite strong, I would say. Now, we can make our heir not suck as much. I could make him 3 years old to slightly reduce the risk of having a long regency council. Yeah. Or I could just increase one of the bonuses. I could increase... no, I can't increase that. Or I can grab another province. That's a possibility. I don't think I can increase anything. No, it's going to be too expensive. I could grab another province, which is perhaps not a terrible idea. Was there anything? Oh yeah, 4 points right here. So I could grab this. I could also grab one of these, I think. 4 points. 3 points. Alright, let's grab one of these, because these will be colonized. As in, there will be random nations here. So if I grab this province, I'll effectively remove this province from one of my neighbors that would normally be up here. So, that's our nation. I guess I'm going to make this part 0 and start playing in the next one, but accept our nation. That's Zululand, that's us. Going to be interesting. So let's check options one more time. Use dynamic province names, yep. I don't think I want to use lucky nations all that much, especially with randomized everything. So no, I won't be using lucky nations. Alright, we're going to start playing in the next part, but I will get into the game. And see who our neighbors are, because again, we are playing with randomized nations. And we got the Maya. We got Castile, okay. Castile is our neighbor. Is this Austria up here? Yep, that's actually Austria. What up, Austria? Cute little nation you got there. Would be a shame if something happened to it. Alright, so we'll be at war with Castile pretty early. Okay, this is going to be fun. But we're going to start playing in the next part. So, thanks for watching this one. And I'll see you again soon.